Fake ID, real felony. Check out this young girl try to play a game on the bank and go in to cash the check that's not hers. Man, this is wild. Watch this.
Is this your ID? Your legal ID?
I need that check. He's got it.
Okay. The check. Where's the check at?
What check? The check he was trying to cash. Give it to the officer.
Okay. So again, is this your legal ID?
No.
Okay.
The name on the check is a male. So the check is good, it returns to a male. However, obviously she's a female, so the name on that and the information on her ID is fake.
Her ID goes to a male too?
On April 17, 2025, deputies responded to a post office following a report of suspected Treasury check fraud involving a fraudulent identification.
Hey ma'am, Deputy Shays, do you have your ID on you? Huh? Do you have your ID on you?
No.
Okay. So you don't have no ID?
Look at they walk right up on you. You don't even know they coming. If the bank taking X amount of time giving you your check or asking you all type of questions before they give it to you, you know what I mean? Man, listen, now that's what I said. And then if you knew you doing something fraudulent, I would have just walked out. I wouldn't have gave them time to get up on me like that. I'm just saying.
Identification on you at all right now? Okay. Well, let's step over here. Let's talk. That's your car? The white car? Huh? The white car inside is yours? Yeah. Okay. So as of now, you are being detained for an ongoing investigation, okay? I don't need you to contact anybody because I don't need nobody to pull off or nothing like that. So let's not do that. Okay. So lock your phone and you don't have no identification on you. Okay. Again, so I just asked you not to contact anybody. So I'm trying to be nice.
What's going on?
You're being detained at this time.
Why?
We have an investigation to investigate. Apparently, you cashed a check that does not belong to you. So, yes, you.
No me.
Okay, well, that's what they're alleging. So until we can further investigate, you're being detained. Okay, and you have no identification on you at all. So you didn't give them any identification? No license, no nothing?
Yeah, I did, ma'am.
Okay, so.
Oh my Lord, man! I'm telling you, these young girls, man, y'all just you making it work for yourself. Making it worse for yourself, man.
Where is it?
In my purse.
Okay, hand it.
I don't have it. I don't think she gave it out. I can get it on my car.
No, we can walk this way.
What? What just happened?
Do you still have the identification that she gave you?
I can get back.
No, you didn't give it back.
Check an ID, I just give it.
Okay.
Oh
Your
my
ID,
Lord.
Your legal ID.
I need that check. He's got it.
Okay. The check. Where's the check at?
What check? The check he was trying to cash. Give it to the officer.
Okay. So
Oh
this is
my God.
Your legal ID?
No.
Okay. Is this a real name? This has to be honest at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. When's your date of birth?
What's his name?
What's your date of birth? I need you to get out the phone because this is a serious matter at this point.
1998.
So what's your name?
Abigail.
Still on the phone. Well, I'm telling you, man. Y'all be thinking these officers be playing with y'all, man. That's what I'm saying.
Continue.
What?
Continue with your name.
I'm just confused. Like, why is this going on? Like,
I just explained why when we're standing right there.
cash my check.
Okay, so if you want to know what's going on, I didn't explain it, but you keep being on the phone. So that's probably why you don't understand what's going on, because you keep being on the phone. And I don't know if you think this is a game or like a joking matter. This is something serious, which is why I'm here. Because obviously, if it wasn't serious, I wouldn't be here.
Type of mentality they be having be blowing me, man. Like the law officers, I mean, police is there. Quit with the tough act and the attitude. You play them type of game with people on the street. These are law enforcement officers, man. You know what I mean? You finna get ready to go to jail. They're not playing with you.
So do you need me to reiterate why I'm here?
No.
Okay, so what's your real name?
Marquia Farrell.
Do you know your driver's license number? Fake ID, not her check, real name, real date of birth. And she has other people in the vehicle. I'm assuming that's what you keep communicating with.
Where'd you get this made?
You said what?
Where'd you get this made? You don't know?
They already cashed it, so they already lost money.
Oh, they already cashed it?
Mm-hmm. I didn't get no money, so I ain't cashed it. You ain't cashed no check from me. What check did you cash now? You didn't cash a check from me.
No, we had another fraudulent check just before you got here.
What does it have to do with me though? No, that wasn't regarding you. It was the same instance with the same ID, same everything.
Oh, but you just said they already cashed a check though. That's what you're saying. That's what I'm thinking. Like, why y'all cash a check and then call the police? Then if y'all cash a check, then gave her the money. Why she still left?
This ain't fake ID like yours.
You had the right to remain silent. Anything you said to
Oh,
you
wait.
be used against you in the court of law. Had the right to consult with an attorney prior to questioning. An attorney present with you while you're being questioned. If you're not afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you to represent you before any questions. Decide at any time exercise his rights to not answer any questions or make any statements. You understand these rights? Those rights of mine, are you willing to speak with us? No? Okay. Got anything in your purse?
Yes.
You take your purse off. Turn around.
Damn. Well, that was quick.
Okay, I'm gonna call you right back there. I'm still in this situation.
Alright, so I don't know what's going on.
It's a group. I don't know if it's a group, but they've been hitting all of our post offices. So we've been sharing it in our group text. The group that was just here. No, we can't cash a Treasury check without cash. So Chino fell for it. He said, here, I got $3,000, I want to buy 3 money orders. And then he says, oh, here, cash this check. And the check, that check was good. They're stolen from somewhere, but the ID is linked to a man somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So then we had another group just go to Quincy to try to, they just came from Quincy and told us, and I got the email. And then we know now, so they came and got me, because this stuff comes out of their check. So they said it's a tall, slender, black male with 120.87 Treasury check. So I think this one is for 15 something.
Mm-hmm.
It's not their ID. If you run the
They ain't been playing again. They ain't playing with them. They going in there catching thousands of dollars, $3,000, $1,500. That's
ID, the one that we ran earlier was to a man.
Mm-hmm.
They're fake IDs. But
So
they're stolen checks.
So to cash this Treasury check, y'all cash it and give them cash. Okay.
Only the post office does that. Any federal check can be cashed at the post office, which is why they're coming here.
Okay.
But they know we gotta have the money in the drawer. So now
I never knew that.
the people have decided, I don't want to call them thieves, that if they buy a money order, they'll put that money in my drawer, and now you can get the money back. You can cash the check. And we finally found it out. The post inspectors have been on it. Like Ryan right now is with that other group. I don't know if they found him, but whoever she rode in here with took off. That was that
Yeah, I didn't see a
silver
car.
car. Yeah, he took off as soon as y'all pulled up.
Damn. They left the girl behind. They pulled up. He pulled off.
It's a good job if it was legal. It's not their check.
This lady said it's a good job if it was legal.
They actually made an ID for that name on that check and the address.
So the check is good. However,
They're not good. That's
Right.
not, she's not the person who this check.
the name on the check is a male. So the check is good. It returns to a male.
I wonder what the name is. The name, he probably had a female name, because how she cashing a check with the name John Henry on it?
However, obviously she's a female, so the name on that and the information on her ID is fake.
Her ID goes to a mail too?
Well, I'm not sure.
Oh,
I'm
you
just
ain't ran it yet? Oh, see, that Spectres ran it.
her name is totally different from
Oh.
the name she provided us. It's totally different.
I
from
heard
the
her
one
say
that's
that
on
it wasn't her. I did hear her say that.
Right. So obviously she got an ID to match the name on the check in the attempt to cash the check.
Which is what the other person did.
Right. How did y'all just ran it? It was like, this is a male.
Well, Ryan, the inspector, he'll be here in a minute. he alerted us that someone was trying to cash this check for $23.40
At a different location.
and they called. The postmaster was sitting in my seat. I'm the station manager. She has all vitality. And I stepped out to the window and I said, "Hey, don't cash the Treasury check." She said, "We just did." Chin got caught into it. He said, here's $3,000. Let me buy some money orders. She put the $3,000 in her drawer, and then he said, "Oh yeah, cash this check." She gave him that money right back because she didn't have enough to cash it because everybody uses debit and credit. Ryan, when he got here, he ran the ID that she provided, and it came back as a mail. And of course, that was a.
So she gave him $3,000 of cash. Hold up, he couldn't because she lost money right there. He didn't have enough money to cash it, so she had to cash that check. Hold up, man.
Email that cashed the check.
Right. So
they're making an ID to go with that check.
right.
The deputy's initial detention is grounded in Terry v. Ohio, decided by the Supreme Court in 1968. Terry establishes that a brief investigative stop is lawful when an officer possesses reasonable, articulable suspicion that criminal activity is afoot. Here, the threshold was far exceeded. Postal employees had flagged an active pattern across multiple locations. The subject presented a fraudulent document. The postal inspector independently confirmed that identification returned to a male subject while the detainee is female. The detention was constitutionally sound. When the subject admits the identification is not legal, she triggers exposure under 18 United States Code Section 1028. That statute prohibits knowingly using a fraudulent identification document in furtherance of a federal crime. Maximum sentence, 15 years. The underlying check fraud implicates 18 United States Code Section 510, forging or presenting a stolen Treasury instrument carrying up to 10 years. The coordinated multi-location pattern described by the station manager triggers 18 United States Code Section 1349, federal conspiracy. Under conspiracy doctrine, each participant bears liability for the full scope of the scheme, not merely the transaction in which they personally participated.
The money from this check, did y'all provide it to her or y'all?
Oh, no. I
Okay.
didn't give her. She
But
still got the check.
The cash from the previous one, that was the one y'all were cashed.
We cashed it.
Okay. And that was a different incident.
It was like 30 minutes ago. So they don't even give us a chance to to recoup because
Right.
it's going to come out of Chin's check. I'm going to try to fight it. I'm going to try to use all this data to say, hey, we were swarmed by thieves. I'm going to try to find some way.
So when they get got, she just said at the postal office, the postal workers, they get faulted for if they get got by somebody coming in there cashing a fraudulent check or somebody doing a scam on them, they get faulted. So she just said whatever money that was come out of their check, so they got to reimburse because they let it go down. That's why I never knew that, man.
Where she doesn't have to be
You
responsible for it.
don't know these days, you know what I'm saying? So,
Oh, I'm going to fight it because we ain't got that kind of money around here. We just honest working people. Wait,
That's
hoping
crazy.
the Doge don't come in here and shut us down.
yeah.
I don't want to be out there delivering no, what he said I got to deliver? What's some things you go once a year? What they call? Oh, and once every 10 years. I can't think of the name of it.
I don't know, but I know he was
Census. I'm going to be census.
Oh, the
worker.
census.
Yeah, that would be
Wow.
All right, so she attempted to get this check cash, however y'all called it, so y'all didn't provide her any cash. However,
I
she
needed
does.
you to hold her because the inspectors are at a different location from the earlier. Their office is not too far. It's the next exit up. And you're aware who they are.
The inspector.
They're the federal agents for the post. Well,
Yeah.
they work for actually they are the federal police force they carry a badge and everything.
I've never talked to one in person. I've heard like
Oh,
we
they
get
real cool.
theft of mail and stuff, and they.
Man, you don't want to, when they show up, the file is this thick. And I get them for stealing my mail, stealing my gas cards. It happens.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, but the sad part is y'all get faulted for it. If I'm hearing her correctly, yeah, they come out y'all check. Man, I won't even work there. Soon as they try something like that, they won't give me my money. Or you talking about making me pay for it? How the hell I supposed to know? Like, oh, come on, man.
Call my supervisor just to make sure what I got.
No, the other deputy talked to him, so I know she.
That's almost saying like we had something to do with it. Just in case y'all had something to do with it. I mean, we don't know if you know the person, but it's coming out your money. $3,000? Do you know, nigga, y'all don't pay me near a bit of $3,000, not even close every week.
Just asked him how long it would be before someone gets here. I didn't hear it.
Okay.
So you're trying to find out if we need to apprehend her or not?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, we got enough to detain her because, I mean, just based off this, she got a false ID and attempting to utter this check. So
We got all the way up until.
The Miranda advisement at 3 minutes 54 seconds is delivered correctly and in full, consistent with Miranda versus Arizona, 1966. The subject invokes her right to remain silent. The deputy acknowledges it without argument and ceases questioning. This is the constitutionally required response. Any interrogation conducted after an unambiguous invocation would risk suppression of all resulting statements under the fruit of the poisonous tree doctrine. The deputy raises the possibility of a search warrant for the subject's phone, a legally significant point under Riley versus California, decided in 2014. The Supreme Court held unanimously that law enforcement cannot search a cell phone incident to arrest without a judicial warrant. No exception applies here. Given that the subject's phone may contain communications with co-conspirators, a warrant application would be both appropriate and likely to satisfy probable cause.
We cash it.
yeah,
We cash any federal checks.
right. And then the money order, they could get a money order here.
Yes. Yeah, we sell money orders for a fee, and they actually never expire. People have went to the Goodwill and bought a dresser, and it was a money order in there from 19 whatever, and they still
What?
cash it.
Okay.
But we can't cash your check if we haven't sold anything to generate that revenue. We got to sell some stamps or postage. So to generate revenue, and we're not a high volume office like the main, it's hard to get $3,000. So we can't cash it because we don't have it in our drawer.
Right.
So what they said is, oh, here's $3,000 to buy a money order. Now I got $3,000 in my drawer. Oh, can you cash this check for $3,000? And I give you the $3,000 back.
Okay.
It's kind of like that thing, like give me change for $1.
Yeah.
Okay, well give me two
Now
quarters
let me-
and 5 dimes, and then before you know it, you didn't give him $50. So
Makes sense.
yeah,
Okay.
it's never happened since.
I don't understand that.
And these two things would be the biggest things to seize for.
I don't understand what she talking about, dude. If y'all don't understand what she talking about, man, say something in the comment, man, because I'm trying to cash this check for $3,000, and I already have $3,000 cash on me. I give her the money to buy a money order or something like that, and then she say, "Oh, can you cash this check?" I already got the $3,000. I don't see how I'm winning. I'm just giving away the check. I don't understand that.
In furtherance of it, because I could work with your detective unit and see if we can get a search warrant on the phone.
Okay.
But this is consistent with what she was doing, so that we got what's.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Is mine?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Grab that phone. You said you called somebody else. It's the employee's call. Yeah. It should last for a while. It's on 63%. So.
Already knew.
The Constitution was present at this scene. The question is who understood it. Responding deputy receives a B+. Miranda was administered correctly. The invocation of silence was honored without hesitation. Jurisdictional deference to the United States Postal Inspection Service was appropriate. Awareness of Riley reflects meaningful constitutional competency. However, the legal basis for accessing the subject's purse prior to formal arrest was not verbally articulated on camera, a gap that creates evidentiary vulnerability. The subject receives a D. Possession of a fraudulent government-issued identification, attempt to utter a stolen Treasury check, and apparent participation in an organized ring constitute layered federal felonies. Invoking Miranda was the one sound legal decision made during this encounter. It does not offset the gravity of the underlying conduct. Lesson learned. The fraud method exploited here, funding a postal drawer through money order purchases, then cashing a stolen check against those funds, is a known vulnerability in small post office operations. Clerk-level training on Treasury check verification protocols is the primary institutional defense. For law enforcement, encounters involving federal instruments require early coordination with the relevant federal agency. Evidentiary decisions, particularly searches, must be verbally documented in real time to protect prosecutorial integrity. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic that you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content on police court interactions.
Man, I really didn't get what was going on, man. I mean, maybe I'm slow, but if y'all got what was going on, man, if y'all know people who did this before, don't say no names in the comment. Just enlighten me, because I don't know what just went on. She came in there with a check. She had a check for $3,000. She had cash for $3,000. She wanted to buy a stamp or a money order or something like that. She had wanted to buy something. $3,000. I don't understand that. Then she said, "Oh, let me cash this check right here. It's for $3,000. So you gonna cash the check? Give me the $3,000 I just gave you out of my pocket, and I came out with nothing but $3,000. Ain't like I came out with $6,000. Like, how they doubled up? I don't understand that, man. Don't understand that. But if y'all do, man, say something in the comment. Like, subscribe, share the post. You know what I mean? Share the video. I'm sorry. And this has been another hot reaction for your boy Hot, aka Reno Black. And I'm out.